Greetings Internet, DDA here again with another top 8 match video. It's going to be round 2 of Ryan versus Mike. So the first match was actually pretty close. Ryan managed to pull it out at the end there. They were kind of fighting each other with anger throughout the entire match, and Mike had more control of the Dragon Balls, but Ryan managed to anger more quickly. We'll see what happens in this match this time. This is going to make or break both players in the game right now. So Mike's going to start off. He's going to drop Visiting the Past in Dragon Ball 5. Both players are going to mill a card. Dropping Dragon Ball 5 rather early in the game. Usually I like to save it till late, but it's always good for Namekian to drop usually the first Dragon Ball that you play. Rejuvenating the knee block, gaining the extra anger. Starting off at 2 anger, Ryan pulling out the Dragon Radar there in the beginning of the game. Always good to see that early. It gives you just a lot of control. You can pick and choose what Dragon Ball you want to play from your deck. If you want to play 4 or 2 or get the 7 in play to pick those key cards from your discard pile. He's got to focus Assault, obviously going to rejuvenate that for the endurance. Keep the double strike in his hand just in case he wants to steal a ball. So Mike's up. What is he going to do? He's going to pass. Rejuvenate his Focus Assault, drawing 2 flinches early. Not really a good draw early game. Focus Assault. Ryan dropping the ball 1. Great to draw early. Protects your other balls.
I like it. I always cover up berry stuff.
Both players rocking the big hand Piccolo. Big palm Piccolo, hand job Piccolo.
1, 2.
Keeping a Hurried Quest in his hand, I'm not sure if I would have did that myself. I probably would have kept Double Strike, just because the guaranteed crit and the anger gain. Seems to be better in the early stages of the game, the attack, whereas Hurried Quest, bouncing 5 to the opponent's hand at this point could actually hurt him overall. So Mike's going to drop the fusion. He has 2 flinches in his discard pile. I think he's got a Focus Assault in his hand, and time actually, so he's going to rejuve the time. I didn't see what other card he has, but rejuving time, whatever that other card is going to be. I mean, granted, at this point he knows, this is the second match. He knows it's an anger game. It's not really about damage.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. Yeah.
So Ryan sporting the Confrontation in his hand and the Hurried Quest. Is he gonna enter? He looked like he wanted to keep Hurried Quest there. I'm not sure. Confrontation seems like it's a really good pull at this point. He is gonna end up dropping the Confrontation, rejuvenating the Maximum Will, and keeping the Hurried Quest in his hand. He's banking on his opponent playing some Dragon Balls, or him drawing into some more Dragon Balls. Mike's going to initiate combat here. Good draw by Ryan. He draws into time. So Mike's going to right throw for the level. Ryan just instantly playing time, not even going to allow his opponent to use the immediate effect or level.
So I got 3 in your hand, right? Yes. I'll use my energy.
Shooting off his energy, always good idea to rejuvenate time. I mean, can't go wrong with that being in your deck. Don't remember now. It's a question. It's always a question if you have an energy block in your hand. Do you want to block Piccolo's power? It may be the only energy attack he plays that combat. Versus, you want to gain the anger, you want to use the card, but then again, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you take a hefty damage attack. So he's going to pop off his power, draw a card, drop his other energy block. Ryan's going to pass. Looks like he actually drawn into 2 Dragon Balls there. Dragon Ball 2 and maybe Dragon Ball 6, I think it looks like. And he has that Hurry Quest in his hand that he's been holding since turn 1. Not really helping him right now. So now he could Dragon Radar for 3. It looks like he's going to Dragon Radar. He could pull 3 and actually see he's keeping 3 open. He has 2 Dragon Balls in his hand, so he could potentially draw, keep the 3 cards. He's actually going to pull 5. And here's when the order becomes really important, because you can see that knee block is actually the top card of his discard pile right now. So the question is, do you mill first? And I guess in Panini's eyes, and I would agree with this, is that when you play a card, that card takes priority. No other card is going to take priority over the card that you're playing. So rather than activating the Namekian Mastery first, you would activate the card that you're playing first. But he's not going to gain the extra anger from knee block at this point. Mike playing over time, no Dragon Balls in play, but he's going to get the anger and he's going to get Search for an Energy Combat. Being defensive, probably a good idea at this point, Ryan just dropped down ball 5, so he drew a card. Mike doesn't know what card that is. So he's gonna Hurry Quest. Using the 5, utilizing it again, getting another 2 anger from it, actually getting 3 anger. So, Hurried Quest 5 in itself gave him a total level. Not a bad play. Definitely not a bad play. Jumping to level 2. Gonna shoot off the fusion, drawing Namekian Namek Dragon Ball 2 into his hand. Very crucial card in the mirror. I mean, both Namek decks are going to be fighting for those levels in this match. Dragon Ball 2 plays a crucial role in this game. So Dev Blow, lowering the 2 anger, limiting his discard pile for rejuvenation. He has a lot of Dragon Balls in his hand right now. 4 Dragon Balls in his hand. Gonna shoot off his power for the rejuve. And the anger. 4 Dragon Balls and Namekian Dragon Clan in Ryan's hand right now.
That's a really good series.
Yeah. Because you both had really good one game, and the third game was close.
Using the weighted clothing, I think he's at 4 anger now. Is at 3 anger. Yeah, it's 3 anger, I think. Yeah, he's just showing his opponent the glory that is all the Dragon Balls. Now, important here, he does specifically choose the order, as you can see. He puts 5 as the first card. He wants to draw that card. Now, he kept the 2 in his hand. Very good play by Ryan here. Not only to, reduce Mike a level, but he knew that he drew 2 in his hand. So not only did he reduce him a level, but he also made it so that he has a dead card in his hand. As soon as Mike discards or plays that 2, it's going to be removed from the game. Keeping the double strike, I think, in his hand, rejuvenating his Dev Blow. Thinking about rejuvenating. I mean, leaving weighted clothing as the top card really calls attention to your opponent. Hey, there's this weighted clothing in my discard pile right now. Dropping another fusion. It sucks that he has that ball 2 in his hand right now. As soon as he discard, yep, there it goes. Not even playing combination drill this time. I mean, it played such a crucial role in the last game. Great draw here by Ryan, dropping a Visiting the Past. And there's that single Namekian flinch he plays in his deck. Gonna rejuvenate it, you know, to utilize its rejuvenation effect. Oh, no allies. Ryan doesn't even play allies.
You guys have 15 minutes. Thank you.
How you doing, mate? You're tired. Do you have any weighted clothings removed or discarded?
I should have played, man. I'd be awake right now.
So a big thing with this mirror is, you know, who's gonna get the weighted clothings first. You know, that's always a big factor. Weighted clothing is a 2-anger card, and it's kind of random. You know, when it's discarded for damage, who's gonna get those weighted clothings in the discard pile first, and who's gonna be, you know, actually like jumping the levels. Mike looks like he's debating whether or not to enter. I think he is going to be entering. Ryan is debating what he wants to Visiting the Past into his hand.
I'm not playing cards all day. Instead, I'll watch and just get a free box of cards.
Alright, so he's going to Visit the Past, and he's going to get Hybrid Defense in his hand. A great choice always, especially on level 2. So, you know, Silence, a great play here. You know, he knows he already has one off, but, you know, Ryan just had the counter in his hand with the Sphere. I think he actually had 2 events in his hand. He has 2 events in his hand right now. So he has Hybrid Defense as well as, I think I saw an Overtime. Yes, there's an Overtime in his hand. So that would actually, the Silence would have been very clutch. It would have sealed, cut off Ryan from 2 cards in his hand. It's sad that he was actually able to Sphere it.
Face smash. Face smash. Oh, wait, that's next time.
Measure wall breaker.
Yeah, Wall Breaker, a very important card in the mirror matchup, especially because if you can get levels over your opponent in the mirror, it's very valuable. You know, your higher power level, and Piccolo only gets better as he levels. Shooting off the Overtime with no mill again. Getting a double strike. I mean, he was just wall breakered, so you know he wants to do critical damage. Maybe Maximum Will would have been a better choice here, just for the extra life card. But he's going for the double strike, just trying to do critical damage, get that wall breaker off of him. I mean, he knows he has Hybrid Defense in his hand. That's the thing. So, you know, Ryan removing another weighted clothing for 2 anger.
Got another weighted clothing in there?
No. I got 2 to make paper and then discard it.
How many in your hand?
1, 2, 3.
Double strike?
Shooting off another, you know, a double strike. Going for the critical damage.
What you want to do? 5.
Oh, Ryan it's a daredevil. He's taking it. Another weighted clothing. Gets a 2 endurance. Weighted clothing and 2 endurance. Huh. That attack almost hurt Mike than it did help him. Removing the weighted clothing, jumping to 4 angers. Mike shooting off another double strike. Just try to hit that critical damage. And of course, Ryan is going to Hybrid Defense this one. Sphere, a very important card in the mirror matchup. You know, Namekian just plays a lot of events. You know, Overtime, Hybrid Defense. You can't deny that Namekian really clutches on events in this game.
No, I have a defense, that's right.
You know, there's no reason to not use your energy. It baits out his block. I don't think he has any other energies in his hand right now, so just shooting it off. I mean, he had the block to answer for it. Mike always keeping very little cards in his discard pile. Ryan just really not doing that much damage to Mike at any times. Mike shooting off his power, doing 3 damage. Ryan responding with an overtime.
Do you have Dragon Ball 2 removed?
It is. I mean, unless I sat there with it in my hand until I did something that would get that Dragon Ball.
So Ryan getting the double strike with the overtime. So onslaught wouldn't really help him right now. He doesn't have 2 Dragon Balls in play. Mike is going to draw a Namekian card. It doesn't actually look like he rejuvenated with the fusion there and gaining anger.
Good thing about chicken that my grill heats up really fast. So, and we got like snacks. We're gonna get sides on the way. We got snacks and chips and stuff. So.
Both players pass.
What time are we, Ryan?
Ryan drawing Dragon Ball 2 again. Oh, keep your hand on it there, buddy.
You know what I don't want? We'll see what Tracy says when we go here.
Of course, since Mike has already removed his Dragon Ball 2, it's almost a liability for Ryan to play this on the field right now. So he does the right choice in discarding it from his hand, rejuvenating the knee block. The last thing he wants to do is have Mike use that Dragon Ball 2 on him. He's already on level 4. Mike's on level 1. He's in a very good position to win by MPPV. Mike passing and resuming his right throw.
I know, but I gotta get it from you.
I'm gonna trade it to you. So you're gonna trade me something. I know you won't trade me the whistle. I understand that. That's cool. We can figure out things out.
I do want to work somehow.
Ryan, I see an onslaught in Ryan's hand. Energy guard. And a hurried quest. So not really a valuable hand right now. There's only 1 ball on the field. Probably gonna end up passing, rejuvenating the onslaught, dropping the hurried quest from his hand.
What?
For Dr. Wiley?
I have 2. The third one was
Mike still does have that visiting the past that's been sitting out most of the game. Ryan just hasn't been yet, so he's gonna visiting. He's gonna get the focus assault that he needs to get rid of that wall breaker that's been on him. Starting with the focus assault right away, getting rid of the wall breaker, best move to do. You know, you want to utilize your cards in your hand to gain anger. He has a lot of ground to make up on right now. Now he has the deck to do so, but the question is, does he have the time? Can he slow down Ryan's MPPV fast, you know, enough to make up for lost ground? Ryan's sitting on, I think, 2 or 3 anger right now on level 4. It's not looking good for Mike. Although Ryan doesn't seem to have a very good hand. It looks like he has energetic left blast and Namekian stance, the energy block. So he's gonna shoot off Piccolo's power, and I guess that's game over. Did he have 4? He must have had 4 anger there. So a quick follow-up match to the other top 8 match between Mike and Ryan. This one went a lot faster. Ryan was able to run away from the game. He played the ball too, and I want to just note that I had to fight with Ryan over several weeks to get him to finally play ball 2. He actually only played 6 Dragon Balls in his deck. For the longest time, he didn't play ball 2 because he thought it was a liability. But in this match, it showed that it was what saved him the game. Dropping Mike down to level 1 and stopping both doing that, and then also stopping Mike from playing his own ball 2 that he had in his hand, reducing Ryan a level, is what really sealed Ryan the game. He's able to run away and just gain levels and just run away with the game. Very good match. Good follow up to the last match. So Ryan going 2-0 in the top 8 and moving on to the top 4.